Hello, Landria back with Chic Sustainability. Today I'm going to talk about consignment and how do you make decisions about what to purchase, what not. Do you feel guilty about purchasing things and it's like, okay, I really don't need this, but let's talk about that because I did something yesterday, then ultimately I don't really need another purse. But here's the great part, the exchange that happens that can actually bring in money for you, and you get the cool stuff and you get rid of the stuff that you're not really using, and you have to make some decisions here. We're gonna tackle that today because those businesses flourish because of your contributions, and purchasers like myself love it. It's a win-win-win situation. So I'm going to talk today about my latest purchase. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Welcome to Chic Sustainability. I'm Landria, Onkka, and I launched this channel because I just love decorating and purchasing beautiful things and selling beautiful things and helping people, and yeah. So somebody said, don't you have an office that you could film in? And the bottom line is, let me turn this fan off. Yeah, I do. I have an office right over here, and the whole point of me being online with you is that I'm working out of my home, and I know that you want that. So if you think otherwise, please, I would love your feedback. Now, I'm going to show you what I purchased yesterday. All right, as you can see, this says Gucci, and it was not verified, and rightly so. It's definitely not. So somebody, at some point, somewhere, did a knockoff. All right, but this isn't a knockoff new sale. This is something that has been in somebody's possession. I don't recommend purchasing new knockoffs. All right, so it says Gucci. So I thought, oh, this is a Gucci bag. Does it really help for me to look at it? Yeah, because I have this thing of quality in my head, and it's probably well made. But then I said, is this verified? And she said, no, the gal who owned the store. Now, this was an antique store, and it was just one of those crazy places. I wanted to film, but I didn't have owner's permission, and I'll take you on a trip next time because I want to show you we went to the crazy place where you have to stand there for 2 hours and just stare at the different booths that are stacked up with things. And then there's another store called Designer's Consignment that I consign with, and I picked up just over a $700 check yesterday, getting rid of things, and I frankly can't even remember what they are. That I downsized slightly, and I thought, wow, I've got some stuff in here packed the way I want it to be. I feel pretty good about that. But I thought, no, I don't need to buy anything else. But here's how I not just have to justify it, because you don't have to justify anything to anybody, especially if you make your own money. The reason why I was drawn to this is because I find myself constantly using big purses. I like to throw things in, and now that I'm in Florida, I have a little bag that I put flip-flops in, and I can put them in here. So God forbid my feet hurt and I want to switch over to flip-flops. So I like the pockets. I like all these places where I can put my glasses. You get to know what you need, right? Now, I'm sure you have purses in your closet that you're thinking they're not really practical. So I have a rule. You don't have to buy this, of course. This is your life. But if one comes in, two go out. What happens is your closet becomes more and more of exactly what you use and love. And you may look and say, I actually looked through my purses and went, oh my gosh, I actually don't have that many purses, and I used to have a ton of them. Why? Because I'm getting rid of anything that I don't use, and I'm getting that money, which is good, and also somebody somewhere is benefiting from that, and the purses that I have in there, I really use them. So I thought, what two purses can I give up for this purchase? Now, this was originally $150. Now, if it was a real Gucci, it'd be a lot more than that, hundreds of dollars at a resale store, right? Maybe even more. But it says Gucci, and I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to pretend anything here. Like I said, it's a resale item. So I thought, well, here's a really nice purse. But why would I sell this? Isn't it pretty? Yeah, it's gorgeous. Because it is an envelope purse, which I used to use these, but I don't anymore. And I have others like it, and I thought this would probably sell really well. So this is one of the ones that I'm giving up. The second one is a Michael Kors Classic. Isn't this gorgeous? Do you remember when these were really hot? So this is great. I have to clean up that interior. And it has pockets and a zipper. Very appropriate for Florida, right? This is probably going to sell quite easily. It's got the bottoms on it. That's really nice. It's in great shape. I haven't really used it very often, just a few times. And your first instinct, of course, is going to be, but I like it. Well, I have a bigger version of this, and I'm more likely to use that than this. It also doesn't have a zipper on the top, so anything could fall out of this. You learn, right, when you're using your purses, what works and what doesn't. So this one purse that I can just throw all kinds of stuff. It is leather, so because I love animals, so I wouldn't normally. It has the top zipper. It has all these pockets and pockets on the inside for my glasses, sunglasses, all these things that are important to me, right? A lot of zippers in here, a lot of compartments. I love that. And it's in great condition. So they actually gave it to me, originally $150. They gave it to me for $95. I said sold. Now, when I turn these in, there's a good chance that I will recover that. Maybe not. That's a little bit more of an expensive purse, but I'll be taking in other stuff in addition to this. So do the 2-1 rule. If you can't, then, maybe you have really good stuff and you don't even need to buy anything new. I'm looking at these purses thinking, I haven't used these in 2 years. 2 years, maybe even longer. So why do I have them taking up space when I know that other purse I'm going to use like crazy, it was worth the investment for me? Fewer things, higher quality. As you know, I'm all into that. We're into the sustainable, eco-friendly. Any chance we get to just recycle things, you can do it. Now, somebody on my other channel, my bigger channel, said to me, why would anybody want to buy some old clothes or things? In my country, we give all those things away. I'm like, I don't think you'd give away a $2,000 Prada or Gucci bag, would you? Maybe those are old clothes. And I said, of course, the United States is more giving than any other country on the planet, especially to our goodwill and donations. I see people here donating like crazy. So I just want you to remember, it's not about me making a buck or you making a buck out of it. There are businesses out there that do this and love it, and there are high quality items, and you can benefit from it, get some money, and they benefit from it. So you aren't just being some greedy person trying to get money for your stuff. You're supporting businesses who are doing quite well because of it. And I said there's Poshmark and all these other ones, The Real is out there, and they have that higher end stuff. You're not going to get garbage there. I bought a Versace bag a few months ago. It had the tags on it. It was never been used. And it was like a fraction of the price. And yes, I gave them a Versace bag that I had never used also. So it's all good stuff. I hope you had fun today. The 2-1 rule, it works. And then guess what? Don't get attached to things. Make that rule when you go and you see something, say, are there 2 things I will give up for this? 2 things. Right? Now, eventually, you might get down to just a few things in your item. That's okay. Then you can add something. But chances are pretty good. You'll have things that you can give away, even if it's clothing in exchange for a purse. I hope you had fun today. I'm going to take you on a tour of some of these things. I'm going to take you to my market here in St. Petersburg, where people are doing handmade things that are amazing. One of the businesses here actually is from Peru. I'm going to show you the great things that they're making. That's pretty awesome. And also, I'm going to eventually have my own online store with people maybe like you. Are you making stuff that you're good at? Do you crochet? Do you make purses or clothes or anything? If it's eco-friendly, sustainable, recycled, I want to hear from you. And also, do you teach anything? I'm looking to add teachers who can put their classes on that site. And yes, you'll make money doing it, because I'm not the expert of that, but I want to help other people, entrepreneurs and just people out there who just maybe don't do it for a living. I want to help them to do things that are so great for the planet, that are creative and fun. So you can contact me. If you're not in Chic Sustainability, my email list, you can sign up for that down in the description. And let's keep it going. This is way better than buying cheap stuff from a country that doesn't care about our planet or who makes those items. See you in the next video. Take care.